our special guest speaker is going to be Nkiruka. She'll be talking about creating a HR management app using Excel. Right. So the Excel Microsoft Learning community is being powered by your BZ, and your BZ is a registered Microsoft Consulting, financial modeling, business intelligence, and data analyst enterprise solution firm in Lagos. So these are the calendars for the upcoming training happening this month. Then today our guest speaker is going to be Nkiruka. So Nkiruka
If I
no. Yes.
think something is wrong with your mic again. So maybe what I'll do, I'll read that profile and then call out. I can't. You're fading in and fading out. Okay, so our speaker today is Nkiruka Blessing, Ugwu Nkiruka Blessing. She's a data analyst, a research writer, and a statistics consultant. And she's an entrepreneur. So she's one of the very few bold people who not just taking that very, difficult step of starting a company, but not just in any field. In the field where we always feel like ladies are avoiding. So she's in the statistical, the data analysis field. So she's the founder, CEO of STATCAFE. She writes research projects, theses, and runs a statistics analysis project. And I guess maybe because in the academia, they do a lot more statistical stuff than maybe most of us outside of the academia. But she provides also practical real world and also does projects that are beyond just the academia. And we are really lucky to have her. You can always connect with her on LinkedIn if you just type her full name, Ugwu Nkiruka Blessing. And if you look at the picture, make sure, in case you see more than 2 people popping up, the one that looks like the one in the image, make sure that's the person you connect to. So, Nkiruka, are you set for us? Over to you. It's a pleasure to have you.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll be sharing my screen. Now, the topic, okay, I'll be sharing, okay, let me share my screen first. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, it's visible, yes.
Okay, so the topic I'm talking about is how to create a HR management app using Excel. This is just a breakdown of the objective before I go to the Excel software and start. So this HR management app is like how to track if you're an HR or you're positioned in a company where they have sales representatives and you want to track their sales, their commission, how many hours they work in a day, in a week. So this HR management app is just an easy way of tracking it. So whenever you go to your system to enter their data, maybe at the end of the day or end of the week, as the HR, or you are in the position to, you're in that, because in most companies they don't really have HR per se, like HR, the name HR, but they have people that they put in, like they call them sales as executive sales rep, something like that, that handles other sales reps. So it's an easy tool you can use. You just set it up. All the sales representatives, their names will be there. The number of hours they work daily will be there. So it helps you to easily come back every day or every close of work to just put in, okay, this is what this person has done today. This is how much he has made today. This is commission for this particular sales. So the objective here, I have the objective of the goals of the HR management app is to create a schedule for employees to see how much everyone works, where everyone works, their hourly wage, then to create a dashboard and to calculate all their commission costs. Commission costs, like for companies that have sales reps, they tell them if you sell this particular amount, you have a commission of this. So if you add that commission to their cost, you know how much this person is making. So the third thing is to create pay sheets for our employees, then calculate how much sales the person has made every day and how much the person receives as commission. So that's just the summary of what the HR management app will be all about. I don't know if I'm still, can you still hear me? Anybody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So now I'll go, that's just an introduction and what you're expected to see from my teachings. Are we clear on that?
Yes.
So now I'll go to the Excel. Okay, I have to start from the beginning. This is what I already created before, but I have to start afresh. Okay. So let's assume now, for instance, we have a company. Let me just say, let me use my company name. And STATCAFE has 10 sales representatives. We have their seller's ID. And this will help anybody that has anything to do with recording. You don't have to be using pen, making rules on a book to do your record. Once you understand how this works, you can easily enter anything you're entering, even if it's not related to this. This will give you an idea of how to use Excel to keep your record very neat. So we have, let's assume that we have our seller's ID, their name, their social insurance, this is not really important. Then if they work part-time, part-time or full-time. Their hourly wage. Then lastly, their commission. Sellers ID, just to save our time, we'll just use like 10 people. I'm assuming I have 10 sales rep in my company. So this is 11. Let's do 10. Their names, you can use any name you want. Just to save time, let me just name them N1, N2. So that's their name. I would have put the names like normal Nigerian name, my name, Emeka, like my sales rep. I don't know that I should put it so it will be more interactive. Let me just say Emeka. Let me just put it. Sound real. I just feel I'm talking to myself. Please, can anyone hear me?
Yes. So what we have is others cannot talk yet. They can only comment. So I'm sure you are not seeing the chat box. So that's why you are not noticing. But everybody is saying yes. Yeah, we're all cheering you. Why?
Okay,
So yes,
yeah. I just feel everybody just so quiet. So sorry. No problem.
feels like these online sessions.
Okay. So let's talk about the social insurance. So
But so that you are aware, we're about 20 people in the house. So you can see that we are a lot following you.
okay, no problem. Thank you. So for this part-time or full-time, if you want to know if part-time or full-time, you can just from before the column for the part-time or full-time, I can just create a random number, from 0 to 1. I have to create a random number in Excel. You just put equal to rand between 0 and 1. Sorry. Okay, so this is where you now use your if. So if let's assume that one is part-time, 0 is full-time. Are we there? So if the Excel if function, I assume you all know how it works. The logical function that tells us either this or that. If it's not this, then it will take the alternative answer. So I want to know if those would that work part-time and those would that work full-time. So on the before my part-time or full-time column, I just did a random number. I did here random number from 0 to 1, and I scroll down. Then I came here and said equal to if here is equal to 1, then let it be part-time. Part-time. If not, if it's not equal to 1, then full-time. So now we can scroll on. So you can see here that Onyeka works full-time, Olalua works full-time, Nkiru works full-time, Vivian works part-time. Why I'm creating this number, random number, using if, because it's not like a real world data. If it's a real world data, like a real company data, you already know people working full-time already. So I'm just like generating the database by myself. That's why I have to like use random numbers and also use if. So that's it. So you can also their hourly wage. Let's assume they're paid in dollars. You can say the hourly wage should be random number between hourly. Let me just say between $20 to $50 per hour. 20 to 50. So we can scroll down. Let's make it. Sorry. So this is the hourly wage. Then commission, the same thing. If it's a real company already, they already know their commission already. So I'm just generating this data set as I said before. So I have to just generate it by using Excel functions. So commission, I'll choose random number between, let me just say commission of 10%, 10 to 20%. 10 to 20%. Okay, sorry. I have to times it by percentage times 0.01. So the answer will come. So we have this now. So this is just my own database that I've built that I will use to work to show you how to now build the HR management app. So in a real life company, I think we might have more than 10 staffs, but this is just a way of me making it shorter, but it's the same procedure. So actually, you can actually hide this cell. This cell is not important. You can hide it. All we need is the seller ID, the name, the social insurance, which I'm not even going to use. Let me just leave all of them like this first. Okay, so we have this now. Can now go to a different sheet. So now this is where the work starts. So you make columns like this. Can I just let me merge the cells together. I'm building the app right now. Just follow me through. I'll be explaining while I build. So you can have their number here. Like that their seller ID. Can have the name here. Can have their pay, how much they are paid. Can have commission here. So now they work from days of the week starts from Sunday. Work from Sunday to Saturday. In between, they can have off days and days that they don't work at all. So I can do my work day be like which is Sunday. Monday. Just copy and paste them. Correct later. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. So I can actually drag by default. If you write one day of the week and you drag by default, Excel helps you to complete it. So if you see, I just said dragging from Sunday. So I have Monday here, I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. So this is so this is Okay. So for me to, I'm now going to use VLOOKUP to connect this particular sheet to the last sheet I drafted, the last sheet that I have my database on it. So I can just, so if here is, I can call here the number 1, that's my first salesperson. Number 1. I'm also start writing his name manually. I can just use VLOOKUP to connect it by saying equal VLOOKUP. For this particular number, I'll go to my database, that first sheet I drafted. For this entire sheet. For this sheet, then where we have the name is on the second column. The seller's ID is on the first column, but I'm trying to get the name automatically on that second sheet. So I used VLOOKUP to connect it. This is the first column here. This is the second column. So I'm going to click on 2. I'm locking my formula so that I will be able to copy and paste. So I won't be doing it manually for each of them. If I lock them, I'll copy and paste, and it will just work automatically for the rest of the sales reps. Okay, sorry. I have an issue with my formula. I'm coming. That's me trying to get the first person's name. So I have equal to VLOOKUP. This is the person's number 1. Go back to my first sheet. For this, database, then column 2 that has the name, since I'm trying to get the name. So we see maker's name is here already. So why I didn't just write his name manually is because I'll still be working with the previous, this sheet 4 and sheet 5. So I don't want to be writing it manually. So anything I want to work on it will automatically refer back to what is on sheet 4 without me looking at it. So let me just lock it so that, because I'm going to be using copy and paste for the other sales reps. I don't want to start doing everything one after the other. So you have to lock your formula using this $sign. So the same thing goes for his pay. Still VLOOKUP to connect his pay, Onyeka's pay. VLOOKUP. That's his hourly pay. For him. Go back to my sheet. For this entire database, comma. Pay hourly wage is on column 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns, so I have to write 6. You see, $29. Let's check if it's correct. This is Onyeka, $29. That's one thing with VLOOKUPs. It just helps you connect sheets together without you writing it manually. So commission, still going to use VLOOKUP too. Same, equal to VLOOKUP. This sales rep number 1, comma, go back to my table for this entire database, comma, which of the column has commission? This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh column. We have this commission 0.3 has 13%. Let's check if it's true. Yeah, 13%. 10%. So with this now, okay. So just the way I locked this one when I connected this name from my previous sheet, I'm going to lock this to pay. Why I'm locking is because if I want to do for other sales rep 2, 3, 4 to 10, I won't have to start doing this from the beginning. I just have to copy and paste and it will just work automatically. I have to lock my formula. This one too, same thing. Lock. So now you will now ask how many hours do they work? Eight a.m. to 12. As in they work from 8, no, it's too early. 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock to, oh, sorry. Forgot to insert. It's going to insert small. 9 o'clock to, let's assume they work from 9 to 12. No, let's say 9 to 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Then they go for a break. Then they work from 14. So that's 14. That's 2 p.m. to 15. To 17. So we have this. Actually made a mistake while merging this. It's supposed to be supposed to be like this. It's Monday. Just follow me through, please. Color should I use? Let me just come. So once you're done with this first person, the others will be easier because I'll just be doing copy and paste. But building the first person's schedule will be takes time. So once you build the first person's own, the rest is just for you to copy and paste. Change one or two things on it. So Monday, I think I should do it at the same time. Can copy this. So what's that? Something. Honestly. Okay. All right, so going to do from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Let's find a difference between the time, their work time. So from 9 a.m. to equal to this minus this. This 1 a.m. 1 p.m. Work from 9 and break or something. 40 minutes to 5. Get to get different. Because not be as if they are on the so just make some days off. And say on Tuesday, until they don't work, they work only from 9 to they work only in the morning on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's why it's now coming up to there from 9 to 1 and they are.
Hi, Nkiruka. Can you hear me?
Anyway,
Hello, Nkiruka.
Hello.
I'm not sure. Your voice sounds low. Okay.
Trying to make it look more presentable.
Okay. Hi, Nkiruka. Hello. I'm not sure. Caleb, I see your hand up. Is it like you want to draw attention to something, right? Or it's a question? Ah, okay. Nkiruka, if you can hear us, I think you are far from your system or you are far from your mic. Hello? If fine, can you help us maybe SMS? I don't know if you're using our phone also for internet, so we don't break our connection. But let's try to SMS her if that might draw attention.
I've already said a message by LinkedIn.
She's not going to see it now. She's right here.
I could maybe share my screen or share it to draw attention to something.
No, if you share your screen, that's worse. We won't see her screen again.
But like that will draw attention.
No, she won't know.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a number? Let me just stop talking.
No, I don't have a number.
Don't worry, I'll work on that ground. I'll mute now, see how we can draw attention to the audio. But in the meantime, everyone, please bear with us while we try to reach her that something has gone wrong with our audio. The good thing is we can easily follow along actually. We are seeing what she's doing. It's just that we are not able to hear the things she's saying as she's doing it.
Once I'm done with this first person, trust me, the other one will be very, very easy. Because we're going to do more copy and paste.
Hello, Nkiruka. Can you hear us? Really trying to get that line anyway. Said I should try again. Caleb, I see your hand up. You can chat. You can Drop your message in the chat box. All right. Everyone, please just
Stop hearing me.
you know what?
I think you could just
start
do a
sharing.
recap.
Share your screen again.
Just do a
Okay.
recap.
Share your screen again.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes. You can, maybe this formula you are doing now, you can start all over from that one.
Okay,
Right.
let me just. So I said, okay, but you followed me through when I connected this particular salesperson, his pay, his commission,
Yes.
the days of the week they work, time, and all that. So I'm trying to get the total sales. And I said that this is a random data I'm trying to build. So it's not like a real total sales. So I'm going to get it using Excel function of random number between this or that. So let me assume that this person he made total sales of random number between 100 and 1,000. Excel has told us that he made 170 sales. That's the advantage of using Excel random number. It helps you to build database from the scratch, like not you typing in numbers by yourself. You can just use random number between this or that, random number between 0 and 1, stuff like that, random number between this or that. You can use it to build a very large database without you typing numbers one by yourself. So that's the advantage. So Onyeka had the total sales of 170. So his commission will now be equal to hold on. Okay. So his commission will be his sales, number of sales times percentage of commission. For each sale, you have this 14. For each sale, you're supposed to have 14% commission. So commission will now be this sales 170 times this. I said I'm going to lock this so that when I want to copy and paste for other staffs, other sales rep, it will not. This is his commission for this particular sale. So I think I can even drag this, copy this. Okay. I just do it for all since it's random number. On Sunday, his total sales was 170. Commission was 20.4 because commission is the sales times the percentage commission you're supposed to get for every sale you make. So I just copied and pasted. Copy. Paste. Paste. Okay. So I'm just trying to make it neat. Okay. Okay. So let me just summarize all what I've just done now for this person, because I'm almost done with it. Then I'll copy everything and paste. This is seller's ID 1. We have 10 in this my company, STATCAFE. Maybe we sell how would I say? Provisions and all that, groceries. So I have like 10 sales representatives in my company. So this sales rep 1, which I already built a database for them, with their seller, their ID number 1, 2, then their names, their where they work part-time or full-time, their hourly wage, their commission. So now I wanted to start building the app for me to control, or for me to track their sales, their time of work, how much this person is making, how much this person is really is selling out. So that's why I came here. Then they work from Mondays to Saturday. Monday they work, Sunday they work 9 to 1. The time difference is 4 hours. Then they go for a break. They work from 14, that's 2 o'clock to 5 p.m. Time difference is 3 hours. So they work like 7 hours on a Sunday. So the same thing goes for, so on a Tuesday they don't work. They work only 9 to 1. Wednesday 9 to 1. Thursday 9 to 1. So after that 1 o'clock they don't work anymore. So how I got their total sales, I use random number between 100 to 1000. That's the function of Excel, random number function. If it's a real data set, of course, I already know what my staff is bringing in, how much he has sold, his total sales for a day. But for me to formulate his database, I have to use Excel random number function. Rand between this or this to bring out a random number for you. So their commission now is that the total sales they've made times the percentage commission they're supposed to get for that particular sale. So this is Onyeka's total sales for Sunday. Then commission is okay. He has made this sale. How much am I going to give him extra for that particular sale he has made? So I'm going to give him extra 135.52 added to his money. I'm going to give him 135.52 commission because of that sales he has made, because of this percentage. So that's how it works. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to build up. If you just message me now, or it's not now, I just got a message.
No, it was before. It was while we were trying to reach you.
Okay, sorry. So now, okay. So now let's get the total hours worked, total income, total commission. Then can now start doing copy and paste. Okay, let me just, since I've done this to this point now, I have 10 sales reps. So all I have to do is just to copy like this. Copy this. Come here. Paste. Come here. Paste. That is 3. I have 10. 4. So I'll easily just go In order to make changes to the names, I have to go. So if you notice, once I change the seller ID, the name changes automatically. Number one was Onyeka. Number 2 now is Olaluwa. This one is still kind number 1. So if I make it 3 now, the name will change to the third person. Third person on my list is Nkiruka here. So the fourth one now will now be Blessing. That's why I locked my formula so that anything I'm doing to just be changing automatically. Now 4, enter, Blessing. Even their pay, their commission will be reflecting. So let's take for example now Blessing. Her pay is $48, her hourly pay. Then her commission is 12. Let's check. This is Blessing, 48, 12. That's why it's always good to lock your formulas. It helps you to do copy and paste easily. Here is the 5th person now. Changes. I can still explain this part if when it comes to the question and answer, whether I doesn't understand it. This is 6. Name changes. So if I didn't lock my formula, I would have that thing I was doing the first person's own. I would have done it all over again, which would waste time, to take more time. So because I locked my formula, it's now easy for me to just put in that ID and automatically it changes to the person's. This is number 6. I'm number 7 now. What the name change? The name will change now. Once I press enter, the 7th person's name will appear. His hourly wage will appear and his commission will appear. It's always good to lock your formulas if you know that you're going to do copy and paste later. Especially when you use VLOOKUP in Excel. So we have, I think this should be 9. This should be 10. So yes, we are moving somewhere. So with this now, I don't have to, every other thing is set. So now let's calculate their total hours worked, weekly income, and the rest of it. Okay, so here we can put in total hour worked, weekly income, and what else again? Okay, total of commission. So at the end of the week, that person, you just know at the end of every week how much this staff is getting. And it will help the accountant of the company to calculate, okay, how much are we disbursing as salary weekly on a weekly basis. So it's just a go-to app for, let me just say record keeping, or to track employee inventory and all that. So here, let's say total hours worked, weekly income, total commission, weekly income plus commission. So to get the first person's total hours worked is sum of all the hours he worked, sum of all the daily hours he worked, he or she worked. So here we can equal total hours worked, so it can be that was why I had to calculate the time difference from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. How many hours? Because I knew I was going to still calculate the total hours the person works. So for that one, is just for you to add up this plus. You can be looking at the formula bar, the Excel formula bar here. You see how it's counting. Plus this, plus this, plus this. Plus this. I've not missed out anyone. Plus this, plus this, plus this. 40. So in a week, Monica has worked like 40 hours a week. Total weekly income now. Weekly income is his pay, his daily pay.
No, we still hear you clearly. In case you're checking if your connection is it's still clear. Hello? Okay, maybe now we can't hear again. Hello, Nkiruka. Hello? Let me look at the time. It's already 15 minutes past, which means we need to even start getting to I think it's a networking. Okay, so maybe once she comes back in, we'll just move to the questions that we normally ask. Hello, Nkiruka.
Hello.
I don't know.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yes. We lost you for some seconds there.
Yeah, my network is off again. So
Oh, okay.
how to connect?
Yes, so you remember that share screen? That's the only thing I think is left. Okay. So
Can you see my screen now?
no, you will have to share it again.
Okay.
And then I want to ask,
You have to finish.
got some questions we are wanting to know.
Okay.
Do you will it still take more time for you to finish what you are on, or should we ask the questions now?
You can ask your question, but I still have it to take a little time.
Or can we do like part 1, part 2?
I think so. But so okay, maybe you should ask your questions now, and then let me answer the questions. Then you can now do the little I can do before it's time up for me.
Okay, because actually we have passed the time, and there's another session that is happening. So what if we ask the questions, or what if we ask the questions, and then we do another part 2 where at another time you will now. That means you will have to remember where you stop.
Yes. Okay then.
What about that? Does that?
I think in the beginning of the session, you showed us a finished template.
Huh?
How it's going to look like.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, you showed us what the results will be like.
Yeah.
So we could say maybe.
Okay. So yes, like this is what it will look like, right?
Yes.
When you are done, right? So
Okay, you can ask your question. Then I can fix another day maybe tomorrow so finish up. If people can now fix a day for me to finish up. If it's
okay.
okay.
That works. What do you think?
Yeah. Yes, Professor.
Okay. Yeah. That means we will have to let her know which is the closest day. Okay, so let's use the opportunity to tell the questions and answer. So, Ifeanyi, do you want to ask or should I be asking the questions?
Well, you can ask.
Okay. Okay. So, Nkiruka, again, thanks a lot. And I'm looking at what people have been saying. Let me go from the beginning. I know you cannot see the chat box, because you're teaching us, so you won't see. Yeah, but so far, a lot of people have been following and trying to start from top to end to look out for the questions. So some people were concerned that time that we did not hear you, but they were happy when you came back. So someone is asking me that will the templates, like this thing you're working on, that will it be shared with us? When I say us, will it be shared with all the participants? Like, is this something you want us to give to the participants?
No problem. Don't have any issue with that. I can share it when I'm done. Like after the class, right? When everything is complete, I can share the Excel documents. So
that would be like after the part 2, or is that
yes,
not? Okay.
yes.
Okay. So Mr. Ladi who asked that, we've gotten the answer. The answer is make sure you don't miss the part 2 so that you get it. But nonetheless, even if you miss it, we'll try to send to everybody. So let me see if any more questions. All right. That leaves us with our other 2 questions. So question number 1, how did you get into this space? Have you always been a data person? Have you always been a statistician? Are you doing this?
Yeah, I studied statistics in school.
Go on.
I studied statistics in school as my undergraduate course
Okay.
from Ugwu University, actually. So industrial mathematics and applied statistics, but I went for statistic option because in my school you have to choose between maths or stats. So I chose stats.
Wow.
So after graduation, I just felt there was more to it. Like, try to say, but the Nigerian school system is more of theory than practicals.
Yes.
So there was more to what I studied, and I just wanted to know more because when I go online and search for jobs of the statisticians, I see data analyst, it sounded strange to me because I'm like, okay, we're gonna apply all those theory. So that was when I started making research and then knowing what data analysis is all about, and I started doing online courses on them. So from 2016 when I finished, I started doing online courses till when I went for service. That's when I started even getting from the online courses. Most of the things I know now is from online courses. Udemy, most especially Udemy. There's another one I did, lead statistics. That's when I learned SPSS to an extent. So online courses. I started building myself, like learning practical aspect of statistics. So that's when the idea of STATCAFE came. Because then I started getting jobs to do analysis for all this project work, student project work, even those people that are doing their masters, started getting jobs to do it. I just get random jobs. Then I've not started STATCAFE yet. So it was from the jobs I started getting that, and I said, okay, fine, let me build something out of it. Even though I'm still struggling to make it stand, but it's been 2 years since STATCAFE, 2019. Yeah, during my service. Before I finished, I still serving 2019. So that was when I I started STATCAFE.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Yeah. I think all businesses are always like that. The start is never really easy. So I think two more questions came about. Let me just ask them in case you want to
okay,
answer them today.
okay,
And question number one is for that commission. Uh,
yeah,
so someone is
okay.
asking that what if we are paying them commission per hour? Is it how will we do that?
If I was paying them commission per hour, it's supposed to be here. Like I'll have a column that has hourly commission.
Okay,
Do you
okay, I get.
understand? So you get so the commission is just based on this particular individual, which is hourly wage, based on whether working part time or full time. So if I'm going to do hourly commission, I'm going to have a column that has that particular this is so I'm going to be connecting just the way I connected their names to this my schedule. I'm going to have I'm going to connect it to, but I don't have that.
Okay.
It was not part of my objective, sure. But I don't know that you get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is whatever I don't have on this first sheet, on this my
Cannot.
database, I can't connect here. Do you
So
understand?
another question. So someone says, "Oh, you've been doing a very good job. That he's enjoying the session, but he wants to know that if the staff is, if there are many, if the staff are many, like 4,000, that will
Yeah.
this be able to handle it? That is this going to be an ideal way to steal, or we want to start
Yes.
considering another way?"
No, this is going to be because the only if you notice where I took time was on the first person.
Yeah.
How I built this from the second to the last person was just through what copy and paste because I already had formulas which I locked. You were following me when I was doing when I the one I would just take your time is the first person's own. Once you've built the first person's own and you did your formulas very well, and you just copy the entire first person's own, and you just keep pasting. Then you come to their ID and just start correcting their ID 3, 4, 5 like that. It just goes and it's. I'm also if I wanted, I won't say two. Then I'll now go and do. I can just write two. Then I can drag
Okay, that's true.
all the way down. Then to just reflect change their names. Do you understand? So I feel it's still a convenient one because the only place you have to take time is building the first person's own accurately. That's another thing with Excel. If your formulas are not accurate, there's no way you copy and paste successfully. You
Yeah.
still encounter error. So once you build the first person's own, that is all. That's major work. Then you just copy and paste with your formulas. That's
Okay.
why VLOOKUP. I use VLOOKUP because I know I'm going to do copy and paste for
Okay.
others.
Okay. So
Except if you tell me you don't understand the copy the VLOOKUP, I can explain how I did that. I think.
I think we followed. I think you did it even 2 times for us or 3 times. But I don't know. Maybe if somebody still wants you to do it another time. But I want
I
to
did it
ask.
for okay.
You did it for us like about more than once. You
For
explained.
the name, when I wanted to connect the name, when I wanted
Yeah.
to connect the pay, when I wanted to
The,
connect their commission.
yeah. Sorry.
That's what I did. Oh, yeah.
So I want to ask the last question, which is for someone who is starting out now, what will you advise? So, say maybe I just finished university, I have interest in this, I'm in this session, I enjoy what you're doing, I'm motivated, and I'm like, oh, Nkiruka has given me the right motivation to now. I don't know, maybe also start my own. Maybe you won't want the person to start
Okay.
another cafe, but what will be your advice for somebody starting out?
My advice is for you to take up online courses seriously because I'm advising based on what helped me. Right. So I'll advise you to take online courses, and if you want to start anything data analysis start with Excel. Once you've built yourself in Excel, even if you don't, okay, if you feel I'm not the online course type, like I might sleep over when I'm doing, because some people don't really like online courses. They prefer going for a physical course. There are places where you can search for online, okay, physical places where you can learn. Yeah, and start. But I'll advise anybody that wants to start with Excel. Anything you're doing about data or you want to enter into that, just go and have Excel, like know Excel to an extent, then other things can follow. Power BI can come in, SQL can come in, but and why I'm saying online courses, because I think it's convenient. You just need your data. Most of them you need your data for it. Yeah. I say courses on Udemy, they're very, very affordable.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying online, because that's what helped me.
Okay. Maybe I'll just sneak in one more, or should I say like a follow-up to this one you just answered? So
No,
for you, okay, what tools do you, so I'm starting with Excel, or let me just personalize it. For you, what tools do you use? So what are the tools that
what tools do I use?
Yes, because it's interesting to find out
Okay,
for
I use Excel.
someone who does both analysis and statistics. Now, what tools do you use?
Excel.
Okay, Excel.
I use Power BI. I use SPSS.
SPSS.
I use a little bit of SQL, but not frequently. But Excel, Power BI, SPSS mainly.
Okay. Thanks. So, to everyone, we have come to the end, and
So I have a question, please. Just a very quick question.
okay.
Can I do a video? So on the so it will be faster.
Okay.
A video to complete my class. I think it will be faster that way.
Okay. Yes. Sure. Yes.
So on the day, if I'm sharing my screen, I'll just play the video and to just be going. Do you understand?
We are okay with that too.
I think it will be faster to avoid all this.
Oh, okay, now I get you. Yes. That one to work.
That's why I asked if I in the first time, but he said no. I knew it was going to be lengthy because live class is already.
Yeah, I guess it. But this one too is good though. This one that we are asking you question, you are answering us.
Then I'll be there now. No, it doesn't mean that I will not be there. I'll be there.
Also
I
be
can
there.
pause, answer question, play it again it's still my voice and everything, just the way.
Sure.
Do you understand? Like I'm sharing my screen. What I'm sharing is a video of me finishing up this class where I stopped.
Yes.
So yeah, I can pause it whenever you want question, I'll answer. It's just like I just feel it's faster. But if you don't want, I can still on the next class I can still continue like this.
Okay, then the next class, I guess you can do that for them.
You said?
Like I guess you can do that for the next class.
Yeah.
That's what she
Let's just try it.
But you can first say, okay.
I didn't get you, sorry.
like even me, I didn't get him. But I think he was saying that
Next class,
use this style for the conclusion, the concluding part.
Which is next week.
Is it next week?
Yes, there's a space for it. So next week Saturday. Next week Sunday.
Next week, okay. So you said I should use this same method I used today?
No,
you can use
we are talking about.
Okay. Video, okay.
You can even send it to us if you want us to play it from our side.
Okay. I'll finish up. I'll do a video, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you very much. We are very, very grateful. So, okay. If you want to say some things, I see you put up the screen of the things that are happening next.
Okay, so this in less than 40 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes.
Actually, 30 minutes.
We have
Your voice has gone. Let me help you so that everybody will get it fast. Okay, so in about 30 minutes, we are going to be having another session. In fact, we will be going to start it up so that the speaker too can, do his testing before. But the link will be shared. So in the chat box, if I am going to drop the link to the session, it's on Power BI by Brian Julius, Chief Content CFO at Enterprise DNA, and it's going to be talking on a different way to addressing granularity mismatches in Power BI. I'm also interested in knowing that. So if you want to give us feedback as regards who we want us to call, who we should go after, what topics to give, to bring people to talk about, feel free to use we've shared it. There's a feedback form we have shared. Help us just fill it so that we see your feedback. We go look for the topics and presenters that you want us to bring. And so once again, Nkiruka, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank
you. Okay. Everyone shared our LinkedIn. So before it was her name. Then maybe when you type her name, then when you see the beautiful image, you know that that's her. Well, we also share the link so that you just directly click on the link and you can connect to Nkiruka.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. We are very, very grateful for your time, your patience. You're a natural teacher, actually.
Why this is?
It's like you enjoy teaching, right?
Yeah, I do.
Well, you look like you do because you are patient and making sure that everything you are doing, we see it and follow along, even you can't see our faces. So, I think you are a very good teacher. So thank you very much.
Because if you teach and nobody understands, what's not the essence?
See? So some people don't think of it that way. I've said it. If you like, hear it. If you don't like, that's your problem. So, but thanks a lot. And
next week Sunday, I'll prepare the video.
Yeah. So bye bye to everyone. See you another time. Bye.
Bye.